Hi folks, this is the week 11 focus video for MH510 in the fall of 2024. This will be your last focus video. This week we're going to be talking about history and history's mortgage. At least that's the name I've given to it. Some notes before we start. Your papers are due Sunday, November 3rd at 11:59 p.m. I popped into the discussion real quick, and it looks like you're suffering from a bit of seminar fatigue, but that's typical. And you were focused on getting your papers wrapped up. But those of you who have posted have done a good job with the notion of history and memory and history and the history of memory and all of that. I'm sure you'll get more engaged here tomorrow and Friday and into Saturday. I'll be in the discussion tomorrow afternoon, probably on Thursday afternoon. And I'm looking forward to the week 11 discussion, which is what this focus video is about, which I hope will challenge you to think deeply about your own philosophy of history. The first question is fragmentation of the field. What dangers to the field of history lie in the continuing fragmentation of history, both in terms of subfields and interpretive schools, and why? If you hear an alarm going off in the background, I'm filming this on Wednesday night, and we're under a tornado watch and a severe thunderstorm warning, and so it's probably going to go bzzz, ding, 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 ding. Periodically. There's nothing I'm going to do about that. I'm just going to let it go. Okay, so some things to think about the dangers of fragmentation. Is there a discipline of history anymore, or have we broken our subdisciplines up so far apart that there's no longer a discipline of history? Has it become so fragmented and interdisciplinary as to be undisciplined? Do all historians even speak the same language anymore? Is conversation between historians in general, as opposed to specialists in particular areas of interest, even possible? What does hyperspecialization mean for the profession? And have historians so distanced and isolated themselves from the interests of the general public as to no longer communicate history effectively to the public? All right. Second question, and this is my favorite question of the entire term. This question is designed to challenge you to think about the role and responsibility of the professional academic historian, or to a professional historian operating as a public intellectual. To whom does history belong, and what do academic historians owe to the past, the present, the future, and to society as a whole? Like I said, this is actually my favorite question of the course. I want you to seriously consider this question. It addresses all sorts of the topics we've talked or read about. What is the role of the historian? For whom should and do historians write? What about moral judgment? Whose standard of moral judgment do we apply, and why? It brings in ethics. It brings in political intent in the field. The role of history as an academic field, and historians as individuals in terms of society as a whole. Consider what the word myth really means, and the relationship between myth and history. It is a really broad question, and you can go in any number of different ways with it. And last but not least, final warning. I probably won't be addressing you as a group again. So, number one, do not data dump what you learned in this seminar. Everything you learned here is applicable in other seminars. Don't tell professors you don't know how to do the Chicago Manual of Style, because you do. Don't tell professors you don't know about schools of history, whether big schools like the New Left or the Consensus, or the smaller schools on particular topics, the pro-Wellington or pro-Prussian schools on the Battle of Waterloo, for instance. And finally, I've enjoyed our interaction and getting to know you all a little bit. Let's tackle these last two questions. I really like the history and history's mortgage question, as if I haven't said that enough yet. And it will be interesting to see how your views change between week 1 and week 11 about history as a whole. My best wishes for your future success, and don't hesitate to email me or call me going forward if I can ever do anything to help or you just want to chat. And finally, enjoy. This is one of my favorite tunes. It's Daydream Cowboy by Chris Ledoux. It kept me sane over the years, or maybe insane. I don't know. All right, with that, y'all take care, stay safe, and God bless. Bye-bye.